Do you like mysteries and trying to solve them? I do. Give me an Agatha Christie novel, or better yet, an episode of Only Murders in the Building, and I am totally hooked. And the reason why I'm asking you is because I want you to be the detective in this video with me, and I'm going to show you a series of clues that I didn't understand at the time. And I want you to see if any of these clues look familiar in your life or in the life of someone you care about. Now, I should warn you, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a detective. I can't even find my glasses half the time they're on top of my head. I'm just someone who didn't recognize what I was looking at for a very long time. At first, nothing seemed serious, just small changes, easy to explain away, the kind of things you don't connect to anything bigger at the time. But looking back, they weren't random, they were clues. The first clue was swelling in the ankles. At first, it came and went. If I had a long day on my feet, they'd swell, and then they'd improve with rest, so it didn't raise that much concern. But over time, the pattern changed. The swelling didn't fully go away anymore, even in the morning. There was still a little something there. I don't know that anyone would notice it that much, but I did. Eventually, that little something started to become larger, and it turned into a little more of a mound, kind of around the joint area. That's the only way I can describe it. Mounds. And I remember thinking, that doesn't look right. Another clue is that my feet were also swelling, not painful, just noticeably heavier than normal. In fact, all of me started feeling heavier than normal, even if the scale wasn't changing. Socks began leaving deep impressions in my skin. Bracelets, watches, rings. Oh, and it was also hard to get my rings on. These all started getting tighter and just kind of uncomfortable. These are all things that you think, okay, I'm getting older. I have arthritis. I'm going to swell. I just didn't put two and two together. And then something unexpected happened. I developed cellulitis. That skin infection came on very suddenly. And at the time, I didn't connect it to anything else that was going on. Write that down, detective. Now, here's the part that matters the most. None of those things looked serious on their own. That's why they were easy to miss. They were small, they were quiet, kind of gradual, but together they formed a pattern. So I want to say this clearly. If you or someone you care about has noticed similar things, maybe not all of them, maybe just one or two of them, persistent swelling that doesn't fully go away, changes in how clothes or shoes fit, unexplained heaviness, or, and this is important, recurring skin infections like cellulitis, please, please don't ignore it. Talk to a healthcare professional and get it checked. Because what I didn't understand at the time was that my body doesn't always send one loud warning. Sometimes it just sends quiet clues over and over again until someone finally connects them. So I'll ask you this. If someone close to you had these clues happening slowly over time, would you recognize the pattern? Or would you just think it looked like normal changes? Because I didn't recognize it, not for a long time. And that's what this video is really about. Not my story, but helping you see what I couldn't see sooner. My name is Agatha Christie. No, it's not Agatha Christie. It's Lee. And this is Lymphedema Diaries. And I'll see you again soon.